event of the year, which is how to find a job in 2026. And we have two amazing speakers. We have Shola and we have Josh. Shola is going to tell you about how to get a job and is going to tell you more about Loubby AI. Josh is going to walk you through the game on how to sign up on Loubby AI and how to apply correctly. So, Shola, if you can hear me, I'll be passing the microphone to you. If you have questions, please note them down. Once we are done, we are going to be having a Q&A session for everyone. Thank you. Over to you, Shola.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Olusola and Joshua, and I'm currently the STR manager at Loubby AI. It is a pleasure to meet each and everyone on this call, and I welcome you all to this live webinar on how to find a job in 2026. And one thing I can assure you is that this session is going to be eye-opening, and at the same time, it's going to be an interactive session, basically. And I'll also be sharing my screen, and I'll be walking you through how you can actually put Loubby AI to work, in ensuring that you're able to work to land a role in 2026. So I'll be asking a couple of questions. If you have, some of the answers, suggestions, feedback, to these questions, please just raise your hand. Then I'm more than happy to, to call you so that you can give answers to that. So without wasting any much time, I would just like us, to dive into it. And once again, it's a pleasure to have you all on this call. So I'll go ahead now to share my screen, and kindly let me know as soon as you are able to see my screen. Please confirm me if you can see my screen now.
Yes, we can see your screen. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So I'll go ahead now to start the presentation mode, and let me know if you can see my whole screen. Please confirm if you can see my whole screen now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you very much for that. So today, I'll be walking you through how to find a job in 2026 with Loubby AI, and I'll be very practical with this presentation. And things you learn today, you learn about the 2026 job market. At the same time, you learn about Loubby AI. I know that a lot of you have signed up on Loubby AI. Some of you yet to sign up on Loubby AI, but it feels like, a lot of you are not putting Loubby AI into good use. Also, I'll be walking you through some key features of the Loubby AI platform, also the kind of opportunities that you can find on Loubby AI, who are those that are actually putting up these opportunities on Loubby AI, and also how to get started on the Loubby AI platform. So before I go ahead, I'd just like to ask, what are some of the challenges that you experience with the 2025 job market? So this question goes to those that are actively searching for jobs and those that, actively searching for, better opportunities elsewhere. So if you have, some answers for me, you can then just go ahead to raise your hand, and I'll call you, then you can just have this conversation right away. Okay, please, what are those challenges that you experienced in the year 2025, while applying for jobs on several platforms via different job boards? Anyone? You can also put your answers in the chat box. So my challenge, okay. So I'll go with Adirun Kesh said, my challenge is that I don't know how to answer, I don't know how to communicate or answer some questions during an interview. After I get to, I will know, I'll be talking and answering the questions conveniently. What could be the cost? Thank you very much for that, Adirun Kesh. Anyone else, what are those challenges that you're currently experiencing with your job search at this point in time? Please feel free to put your challenges in the chat box. And one thing I want to assure you is that, we're experiencing different challenges, and this session is aimed towards, addressing those challenges and how well you can, better position yourself in order for you to land these roles, basically. Okay. So entry-level jobs are requiring years of experience. Yes, we've been experiencing that, a lot of that in the job market these days. A lot of organizations are putting out some entry-level roles, and you want somebody with 2 years experience, basically. Anyone else? Okay. For machine learning, my challenge is that the role for machine learning engineer involves more requirements than my skill set. Most people want to hire a full stack AI engineer alone, imposter syndrome, and a couple of. So thank you very much, guys. There are 1,000,001 challenges that a lot of job seekers are currently experiencing. And before I start the session properly, I'd just like to go ahead with some of the general challenges that active job seekers are currently experiencing. One is, ghost hiring, whereby you have a lot of organizations, put up jobs that they never intend to fill. You apply, and at the end of the day, you do not even get any response at the end of the. And also, we have the ATSL, whereby algorithm rejections. You're applying for jobs, and basically, it's just machine screening out your CVs, and your CVs will never get to a human at that particular organization. And also silent market, there are a lot of hidden jobs here and there, global competition, niche positioning, and a lot of these challenges are not new. They have been occurring over the years. And also this webinar is to ensure that you're able to get, ensure that all these blockers, while trying to get a job, you're able to to actually pull them behind you and position yourself better in the year 2026. And doing some research, I've seen that a couple of challenges that we don't pay attention to. One is hyper personalization. The way organizations recruit now is changing. Back in the days, we have people go to newspaper stand. So if this resonates with you, please just give me a thumbs up. I know back in the days, I have friends that every morning they go to newspaper stands, they pay the newspaper person, some amount, and they let them look at the vacancy page, and some of us that finished secondary school in the early 2000s, one thing we do before we go to the university is basically, to look for a school around our area, write an application, and then apply. That letter where you say, I hereby apply to position as a school teacher in your school, So this things happened basically, back in the days. But, over time, technology and a lot of things, these things have changed basically. Now, people don't go to newspaper stands anymore. All you just have to do is pick up your phone. There are several job boards. There's LinkedIn. There's Indeed. A lot of them out there. So from the comfort of your own, you can basically apply for, roles basically. And, things are now starting to change now, whereby, these generic job boards that used to save a lot of us are now becoming obsolete. Employers are now using automations to find culture fit and skill exact matches for their job openings. And also, a lot of candidates are not very visible. Most of them, just rely on their CVs basically, whereas you need to put yourself out there so that employers can see you. Most of the time now, you have recruiters headhunting for talent, whereby they are reaching out to talent, based on what they have put out there to encourage them to apply for, job, both based on those data that they have put out there. So there are 1,000,001 challenges, which I know that, active job seekers, experience from time to time. But one thing I can tell you is that the job market keeps changing from time to time, back from the newspaper publication, back to when we used to write our cover letters basically and attach our CVs. Now we used to send via email. Now organizations are now using, automations to even, pinpoint the right talent basically. You understand? So this is where Loubby AI basically comes into play. So, Loubby AI, most of you see Loubby AI as a job board, but Loubby AI is not just another job board basically. Loubby AI is your what? Loubby AI is your career co-pilot. So instead of you, going to job boards, you scroll endlessly and you keep applying, but instead, Loubby AI is your intelligent career co-pilot that is basically built to what? To understand your skills and, connect you directly to companies hiring for them. So basically what Loubby AI does is that it actively works on your behalf. Traditional platforms, like I've mentioned, they just want you to to send emails, hundreds of emails, 200 emails. You see people come online and say, I've sent hundreds of emails and I'm not getting any responses. So what Loubby AI basically does for you is that it analyzes your skills, your experience, and your career goals, and it matches you to jobs that you actually, qualify for. At the same time, it recommends your profile to what? Hiring managers and gets you invited to what? To roles instead of, chasing around, helps you to optimize your CVs and ensures that your profile is the kind of profile that recruiters are what? Are currently what? Looking for. So furthermore, I'll be showing you how the Loubby AI, helps you to what? To achieve all these things in order to ensure that you're well positioned in the 2026 job market, basically. And one of them is what? One of them is AI optimized profile. As you can see, most of those job boards, you don't have a profile. You basically have to do is either you pick a link that takes you somewhere, maybe to a form where you apply, or basically you keep sending your CVs to what? Different email addresses. So firstly is that Loubby AI, translate those complex skills, experience, projects into an Excel profile that recruiters are actively looking for. This is one first way that what Loubby AI connects you with what? Job opportunities. Another is precision opportunity matching. Basically, you need to stop sifting, you have to keep searching endlessly to see roles that, actually fit into your skills, your career goals, and the rest. I remember back in the days, I used to go on job boards on a daily basis, and, I keep searching for jobs. And at the end of the day, after going through hundreds of jobs, I basically see one or two jobs, that actually fit into my career goals at the end of the day. And it can be very tiring, very, very tiring when you have to do this, on a daily basis. Another thing is what? AI-driven instant referral. Basically the automations on the Loubby AI platform refers your profile, puts your profile at the top of the what? Hiring manager list. This ensures that even while you are not applying for jobs, basically, employers can still see your profile if you actually what? Qualify for this job. So this is what I actually mean by, Loubby AI actively doing the work for you. So I'll dive in further to explain what all this actually mean. So for the AI optimized profile, basically, this is where the AI prompts on Loubby AI, asks you to add your skills, your certification, certain keywords that recruiters are actually looking for. And this is very, very important on the Loubby AI platform, as you know that, a couple of the things that happen on the platform, will be fueled by most of the data that you actually feed into the system. And that is why a lot of people are experiencing ATSL, whereby they use one particular CV to apply for hundreds of jobs, and they don't put in some of those notable skills that they actually have. And at the end of the day, their CVs are not scaling through those algorithms. So your Loubby AI profile is not just, any profile. It is your what? Your personalized marketing engine that is designed for visibility. As you can see the picture on my screen now, you can see candidates' names, skills, and a couple of, extra information. So this is one of the ways in which Loubby AI actually what? Present your profile to what? Employers at the end of the day. With this, employers are able to see your skills, they're able to see your professional summary, all your past experiences, certifications, projects, and every information that a recruiter needs to see in order for them to what? To make a decision. And another one is what? Precision opportunity matching. This ensures that you get alerts for jobs that actually fit your what? Your hard-earned specialized skills and actually what? Fit into your what? Career goals. So this reduces wasted time. Like I mentioned, this will ensure that you're not scrolling endlessly on, different job boards, and you're not even finding jobs that actually match your skills at the end of the day. And also the AI-driven instant referral. Like I mentioned, you don't even have to apply for a job. There's something we have on the Loubby AI platform. We call it the talent hub match. This is when an employer posts a job and the automations on our platform will go into the Loubby AI talent hub. So I'd like to say that as soon as you get onboarded on the Loubby AI, platform, you are being put into a talent hub. And this talent hub is actually, available to all employers that come on the Loubby AI platform. And as soon as the job is being posted, before people start to apply for that job, we have the Loubby AI talent hub matches, whereby the AI goes into those talent hub. Okay, as CISO, this person actually, you match this job description perfectly, 70% match, 80% match, 90% match, and the algorithm, recommends that particular profile to that employer. Even if you are not applying for that job, at the same time, employers will be seeing your profile. So Loubby AI pushes your profile to the right hiring manager using this skill match that I've mentioned, scoring points, role relevance, and AI insight, and recommends your profile to this what? To these employers. And also employers might actually, reach out to you based on this recommendation. And from there, in no time, you're already attending the interview, you're acing the interviews, and at the same time, you're getting the job basically. So what are the kind of opportunities that you can find on Loubby AI as soon as you have created an account on Loubby AI? So Loubby AI is very diverse and it captures different kind of opportunities ranging from jobs to gigs to challenges. So employers on Loubby AI can post long-term roles, basically where they are seeking, candidates or high impact contributors. They can also post part-time roles, contract-based roles, paid internships, and the rest. At the same time, for freelancers, organizations are able to post gigs. So gigs are, short-term fixed engagement. And one good thing about the platform is that for you freelancers, as soon as you get onboarded on the Loubby AI platform and you start getting gigs, Loubby AI has made it seamless for you, to work on gigs on this platform and also get paid through the Loubby AI platform. This ensures that you get those gigs and, you get your payments seamlessly without having to go on any third-party partner to, to get payments for the work that you've done. And also at the same time, Loubby AI gives, organizations, institutions, the opportunity to put up what? Competitions, skill challenges on our platform. And a couple of months back or a couple of weeks back, we had an hackathon on our platform, where people won exciting prizes, millions of naira. So we have these challenges on our platform from time to time. And, apart from winning exciting prizes, these challenges also help you to own your skills better. When you work on these challenges, even if you don't win these challenges at the end of the day, you've been able to learn something at the same time. You have been able to to improve on your skills at the same time. And also, we have candidates that get recognized by organizations after they have been able to work on these challenges at the end of the day. So who are those organizations that are using this platform to find talent? There are numerous organizations on Loubby AI, thousands of them currently using this platform to find talent. One category is the Global Enterprise Partner. These are large organizations that are seeking top talent in various specialized sectors. We also have a lot of innovative startups, fast-growing startups, venture-backed companies in finance, healthcare, logistics, just name it, currently getting onboarded on the Loubby AI platform, looking for candidates that would actually, help their operation scale at the end of the day. We also have staffing solution firms. These are BPOs, outsourcing firms. They are also getting onboarded on the Loubby AI platform and they are partnering with us in order for them to access, candidates like yourself, for them to be able to reduce their hiring costs and also build custom talent pipeline. So how do you start, how do you get connected to these opportunities? What pathway do you need to take in order for you to enjoy, all these benefits on the Loubby AI platform? One is for you to complete your profile 100%. This is very critical. Like I've mentioned, any data that you feed into this platform, will be used by the algorithm on our platforms to actually match you to roles and, I'll also give you, matches and also recommend jobs to you at the end of the day. So this means that you need to add your certificate, project, experience, list all your skills, even soft skills. You basically need to list all of them because these are some of these things that employers might put into the job ad. And, when you have all this, you get recommended to these jobs. And even if you apply to this job, you'll be highly ranked for this job. Another thing is to engage and explore. You check for roles that match your skills, apply with one click. Applying on the Loubby AI platform is very seamless. And like I mentioned, you get recommended to their AI recommendations. And when you are being recommended to roles, employers can then go ahead to invite you to apply for these particular positions. This means that you also need to be on the lookout and you have to accept employers' role invitation request. Then the third thing is to get shortlisted. So like I mentioned, Loubby AI will push your profile to relevant hiring managers using the skill match scoring and role relevance. And as soon as this has been done, employers would be able to what? Shortlist you at the end of the day. And this last stage, which is the final stage, is where you now need to what? Demonstrate these skills. So your CVs or maybe your profile on Lobby, you have to be able to what? To demonstrate that you have all these skills and you're able to what? Pull them to what? To use at the end of the day. So now you now have to turn interviews into job offers. How do you do that? You respond promptly to what? Interview invitations. Well, I work closely with the recruitment team at Lobby, and I've seen a lot of things from candidates, a lot of candidates. Some of the times you have employers send candidates offer letters, and 2 days, 3 days, that offer is in their inbox. They are not signing it. Even some of them, you send them interview invitations. They might see it, decide not to respond to it. Some would even respond to it, and 2 hours to the interview, they'll send you a mail that something just happened and the rest. Yes, unforeseen circumstances can happen, but some of the time, the right attitude matters a lot. And after you've accepted this interview, you need to prepare. So you don't just walk into interview, you need to prepare. You need to do a research on the organization, you research more about the role, and you show up confident and professional. So when you go to interviews, even when you have virtual interviews, you need to what? You need to show up professionals. I've been on interview prep calls with a couple of candidates, and trust me, I've seen a lot of things. I was on an interview prep session one day, and I saw a candidate. She sat on her couch, and she was resting her back on her couch, and she put the phone on her face like she was trying to take a selfie at the end of the day. And I was like, if this was the employer, it could give a very wrong impression at the end of the day, irrespective of the fact that you already possess these skills and you're able to what? Demonstrate these skills. So as soon as you do this, all you just have to do is what? You ace your interviews and assessment. One thing I'd like to state is that there's a lot of competition out there. There are a lot of people, applying for the same job. They possess the same kind of skills, experience levels, and the rest. But you need to position yourself better by ensuring that you turn interviews into job offers, basically. And testimonials from, a couple of our candidates, we've had loads of candidates that have gotten job offers through the Loubby AI platform. And one of them is Majid. So Majid came back to us to say the entire process from setting up his profile to landing a job was super smooth and user-friendly. It was easy to filter and find roles that perfectly match his skills and interests. Another one is Emmanuel. Emmanuel was able to secure a remote job as a senior net developer through Loubby AI. The applicant tracker made it easy to keep tabs on all his job applications by providing real-time updates and notifications, and the resume analysis tool offered him prompt feedback and insight that enhanced his application. So, like I've mentioned during the course of this presentation, Loubby AI is not just another job board which you have to keep scrolling endlessly. You need to put Loubby AI into work. It is your what? Your intelligent co-pilot. There are a lot of tools that have been packed into the Loubby AI platform, which can help to what? Enhance your applications at the end of the day. And also, outside Loubby AI, I would like to speak to the candidate side. Most of the times, candidates are not, upskilling at the end of the day. Now, even if you need to take up a job at any place, you need to possess some kind of skills. Let me say Microsoft skills, how to use Excel, let me say on a beginner level, Google Suite and the rest. And, sometimes it's always a surprise, when you meet employees and, employees are not even able to use these tools, at a beginner level at the end of the day. This means that, outside this tool, we as applicants also, we need to keep improving ourselves from time to time. We need to keep updating, look at the current tools that are out there, how to harness these tools and the rest. These are the things that, help to improve or enhance our applications at the end of the day. So basically your skills are ready. You have the certificate, you have owned those skills, and your opportunity is waiting for you on the Loubby AI platform. All you need to do is what? Sign up, complete your profile.
Sorry, Shola, you are muted.
Okay, sorry about that. So, like I said, your skills are ready. You have those certificates, you have, those skills ready. Your opportunity is basically waiting on the Loubby AI platform. So, all you have to do is what? Sign up, complete your profile so that we can get you connected to those hiring organizations. Thank you very much. I would like to pass the baton to Josh, where Josh will show you how to get onboarded on the Loubby AI platform. At the same time, for those that have been onboarded on the Loubby AI platform, Josh will show you how to complete your profiles and also how to browse jobs, how to apply for jobs and how to follow up with these applications one after the other. And after that, put your questions in the chat box and we'll start taking those questions. Thank you very much, everyone. Over to you, Josh.
Sorry, Josh, before you proceed, Shola, I don't know, can you talk about the automation training?
Okay. Yeah. So, like I was saying, as candidates, we need to keep improving. I've given you a scenario whereby things tend to change from time to time. Basically, things keep changing from time to time. Gone are the days everything was being done manually. Now everything is being done electronically. Now we're now in the AI world, basically. And I know a lot of people are scared that AI will come and take their position and the rest. I strongly believe that automations are here to basically help us, to ensure that most of those, manual repetitive tasks can be automated at the end of the day. This ensures that, we are being productive at the end of the day. We focus on things that really matter and we leave those other things to what? Automations at the end of the day. And that is why our lobby, we're organizing a boot camp presently. So just give me a second. So we're organizing a boot camp at Loubby AI presently. It is called No Code and Low Code AI Automation Training. So it is designed for what? Both technical and non-technical individuals. I know that when a lot of people hear AI automation training, they believe that, oh, tech people is for tech people. But no, this training is designed for technical and non-technical people. And with this training, you'll be able to build practical AI automation skills through real world projects. So automation is here to stay. Like I mentioned, hyper personalization, whereby HR, personnel are now using automations to pick talent, because gone are the days when HR or talent acquisition specialists need to manually review, let me say, hundreds or thousands of CVs. It's very tiring, and also it can also affect the quality of what candidates that they will shortlisted. Sometimes human being, when it comes to mood and a couple of other things, can affect results at the end of the day. So Abdulaziz will be posting the link in the chat on how you can sign up for this particular boot camp. So this boot camp is 100% free, fully funded, and the value of this program is $5,000 if you have to pay for this. And you have a lot of experts that will be leading you in this AI automation and intelligent workflow training. At the same time, you'll be able to build real projects that focus on real world business use cases, and you'll be having weekly practical labs with experienced AI automation specialists. And at the same time, you'll have the opportunity to build, showcase and deploy your own AI powered automation workflow. So basically, I'm encouraging you. This program is open to applicants that reside in Nigeria, Kenya, and Ghana. All you basically need is basic computer literacy and ability to dedicate minimum of 5 hours per week. So, and with this, at the end, you'll be able to function better. There are a lot of tasks that you currently do now, whereas all you just need to do is, couple of automations, and you don't have to. This would help you to save time and focus on a lot of things. And the truth is, this is what a lot of organizations are doing at this point in time. So Abdulaziz, you can go ahead to put the link in the chat box and you can start signing up for it immediately. So over to you, Josh. So what you take us on now, we sign up and start browsing jobs on the platform.
All right. Thank you so much, Olusola. That was really amazing. That was a great insight, and I believe everyone learned a lot. I also learned a lot from Olusola's presentation. Thank you so much. My name is Joshua Oyeshola, product manager at Loubby AI, and very briefly, having gotten a lot of insight from Olusola, I will be showing you guys how to sign up on the platform, Loubby AI, and also how to browse through jobs. Olushola has given us a lot of insights, on, jobs, how, jobs is being handled on the platform and even on ATS platforms. And before I start my demo, I just want to add a little bit of insight to what Olushola had earlier mentioned, all the insight he gave us. I just want us to know that in 2026, right, getting a job is not just about sending more applications. A lot of people have sent. I know that I believe this will resonate with most people in the room. That a lot of people send multiple applications to different job boards without even getting a response at all. Right, 2026 is actually not about sending more applications. It's actually about getting matched correctly, right? And in order to be matched correctly with ATS platforms, it is important that we follow some kind of techniques to be able to achieve that. Back in the days, you can submit applications and it's interface with humans, for scrutiny. But in recent times, right, there are a lot of ATS that are AI powered, just like Loubby AI. And I'll also be giving you guys some core product logic on how the platform is built, and I will also show you guys how some of these things work. How when you apply on the platform, how it is being seen by our AI system, and how it is actually being scored and taken to the top of the the platform for people to for the HR manager to see. Global talent competition is actually very, very intense recently. Like, it is very intense. There are a lot of job boards out there. Employers receive thousands and thousands of of applications, and you don't expect them to scrutinize all the thousands of applications, you understand? So most of them uses AI, to scrutinize and get the best, the best fit, for the roles they are looking for, which is why Loubby AI is here to assist you as a job seeker, and also to assist the employers, right, as job seekers. So we have a very strong AI filter, mostly that helps employers, right, to filter the right talent for any role they are actually looking for on the platform. And in order for you to get to the top of the filter, it is very, very important, for you to ensure that your CV is complete. CV completeness on on the platform is very, very important. We have a lot of talent on Loubby AI platform that will just sign up without completely filling in their profile, and it is actually very, very, it is affecting their job search, because when your CV is not completed, you tend not to even get matched to any job at all. And I'm going to show, I will be practical about this. I will show you guys how our ATS works. I'll run you through how it works, and how some talents are being placed at the top of the ATS, while others are just below the ATS. You will see, and you're going to see the reasons why that is that is happening. So let me just quickly point out, before I start the demo, let me point out that whenever whenever you're filling your profile on the platform, it is very, very important to make sure that your profile is complete. Like, your profile should be very complete. When I mean complete, I mean from your first name to the last skill, right, to the last item on the form, the last field on the form, it needs to be like completed. That way you have a profile, complete, a complete dashboard to be able to, use for job applications. Another thing that is very, very important, and it is important because the AI system actually match jobs through the skills actually. So your skill needs to be very, very complete as well. You need to make sure that you put in the right skill, right? So for someone who is a software engineer, right, and you are looking for a software engineering role, you need to ensure that all the necessary skills, that are required for software engineering, you have to put them on the platform. And just in case you don't want to miss out on any of these skills, all you just need to do is you can use ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT is very available for everyone right now. So you can use ChatGPT to browse, skills. So you can just prompt it and say that skills for, software engineer, right? When you do that, it helps you, it will bring out the skills, and then you can enter them when filling out your
Josh, are you sharing your
profile.
screen?
Okay, no, I'm not. I'm about to. I just want to quickly explain all of this before starting the demo. Yeah. So another thing you need to make sure you do is to make sure that you put in experience. Your experience level is very important as well. A lot of times, right, the ATS always matches jobs with matches candidates with much more experience than the others. So if you are applying for a job, at least you make sure that you have 1 or 2 experience that is relevant to the role you're applying for. That way, you have more advantage, right? And also, there are a lot of other criteria, right, that is very, very important for you uh, to to take note of while applying. But the most important thing is to make sure that your CV is complete, your skills, experience, your bio, and the resume is very, very complete. And also you should try as much as possible to make sure that your CV is clear enough. Clarity is very, very important, in the job market. I can see a lot of CVs. Most times I see a lot of CVs where people are applying for a particular role, but their CV is very ambiguous. That is not good for ATS, for any ATS platform. It is important that you make sure that your CV is clear enough. So let's take, for instance, I am applying for a software engineering role, and my CV is ambiguous. So by ambiguous, I mean I have worked as probably as a customer success agent. I've worked as a AI specialist. I've worked as, different roles. So that can actually be very, very poor, right, for the ATS system. So I'm just trying to explain, some of the core logics of how, the ATS platform works. So let me just quickly go straight into the demo. I'll be showing you guys how, first of all, before I show you guys how to sign up on the platform, yeah, I would like this to be engaging. So please, if you are signed up already on Loubby AI platform, can you just indicate? You can just do a thumbs up if you have an account on Loubby AI. Okay, great.
And also
Great.
to type one in the chat.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can also type that in the chat. Okay, that's interesting. If you don't have an account at all, can you indicate as well? Okay. All right. So yeah, so I believe we'll have a lot of people, a lot of new signups on the platform after this webinar. Okay. So yeah, so let me jump right into the demo. The first thing I want to show us is so I just quickly want to show how the ATS work on the employer side. What employers will see, right, when you apply for jobs. So I'll just quickly show that before I jump into the demo. So this is just for this demo. This is a sales. You can see we have a sales intern. Okay, oh, I think I should go to, let me check other jobs. Yeah, so this is Loubby AI platform, and this is the employer parts, right? This is what the employers see, right, when they post a job on the platform. So I just want to quickly show you guys what employers would see when you apply for jobs on the platform. Please confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, yeah, it's up now. Okay, so let me go into this role. This is software engineer. So let me enter this role. Yeah, let me view this role, software engineer. All right, yeah. So you can see that this is a software engineer role, and this is just for, for this demo. This is a software engineer role posted by an employer, and you'll see something like talent hub matches, right? So we have talent hub matches, and then we have pipeline, applicants, and AI matches. Now, this is what happens not just on Loubby AI platform, but on other ATS platforms, right? Talent hub matches is it actually consists the talent that did not apply for the job, right? They didn't apply for the job, but because they are on the platform, they tend to be placed here. The AI, our AI system, what it does is that it fetches and scans through every candidate on the platform, and it brings them to talent hub matches. So these candidates are actually skilled enough and they have the right profile. So that is why they are being brought to this place. And let's just go quickly into it, and I will show you what I mean by making sure that your profile is complete. Like if you have a very complete profile with the right skills and the right experience level and all of that, it tends to bring you to the top of the of the ATS. Now you can see a percentage match here. We have 90%, right? 90% for this guy as well. 90% as well. 90%, right? So this candidate tends to be the best, fit for this role. In most cases, employers would rather want to select this candidate at the top, right, before even going down, the talent pool. Why? Because the ATS, the AI system has already done all the work for them, right? So they don't need to really do a lot of scrutiny, right? All they just need to do is to pick any of these candidates. We also have, these candidates are also not bad. We have 89%, 88% match, 87% match, 87% match. If you go down, so it reduces as you go down, the filter, right, the pool. So you can see 85% match. So if you were an employer, right, and you have probably 1,000, 1,000, I believe you wouldn't want to stress yourself to go down the pool, right? You would rather want to, select from probably the first 10 and interview the first 10 or the first 20, So in order not to stress yourself, right? And if you open up their profile here, you will see a lot of interesting thing about their profile. You will see how they, made sure that their profile is very, very, complete, and it has a lot of skills. So let's just take one of these, for instance, and just view his details. Timile Odusaya. Let's just use this as an instance and see what his profile looks like. You can see that Timile is a software engineer. He has his profile, picture, right? The employer would definitely want to, see a picture of who is looking to employ. We have profile summary, right? And you can see that Timilaya has done justice to his bio. He made sure that he detailed his bio here. You can also see that his professional information is there, open for work, experience level, the salary range, what he would like to, what he would like to be paid, and he said it's per hour, his location, recent experience. You can see that he has his experience well put in. His educational experience as well. His education is also there, and a whole lot of other things. So you can see it's about here, all his experiences. So this is it. He made them very, very detailed, right? And then yeah, you can see his skills. You see that he has a lot of skills already in here, and I would like you guys to, aside wanting to put a lot of skills, it is very important that you don't just put skills alone. You should make sure that you are very, very honest about it. Try as much as possible to make sure you are honest about it. A lot of people put in skills that they probably don't even know anything about. So it's important that you are honest about it and try as much as possible to put a lot of skills, right? That would help you system. Yeah, you can see that, and we're also going to compare with other talents that are at the bottom of the ATS. So you can see that he also uploaded certifications, right? You can see that there are certifications here. And yeah, so that is just that's just what it looks like, right? When you have a profile complete, when you complete your profile on on the ATS, yeah. So let's go down the pool and see what other talents look like and why they are not matched. I think it's a lot. It's a whole lot. I don't know if there will be time to do that, but yeah, so let me just be brief with this, and I just wanted to show you guys what employers see and why you should make sure that you have a complete profile, right? Yeah, you should make sure, and it's very, very easy to do. We'll be doing that together right now, and yeah. So let me close this page and quickly show you guys how to sign up on the platform. Okay. Yeah, so for those of us that don't have accounts on the Loubby platform, I would just quickly share this for us to so I'll quickly share this link so that you should be able to sign up on the platform with this link. So please, you can click on this link and you can keep it for later, or if you're able to, yeah. So I think you should keep it for later after the webinar, so that as soon as we are done with the webinar, you can go ahead and sign up on the platform. Yeah. So so this is the sign up page. Yeah. So this is Loubby AI sign up page, and as a job seeker, so you'll be coming here. I am a job seeker. You can see I am a job seeker. So you come here and try to sign up, right, as a job seeker. Yeah, so this is what happens. You enter your name. Let me put, I don't want to put my name, so let me put something else. Please confirm you can still see my screen, please.
Yes, you can see your screen.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we have John. Okay. So I'll be using a test email. So you enter all your details. And then you create account. So when you click on create account, the system sends a verification to your email so that you can verify your email. Yeah, so okay, it has sent a verification. Let me quickly check and verify the account. Okay, welcome to Loubby. Okay, so we have an email already. So all you just need to do is to click verify email. So there will be a link on your email, and you click to verify your email. Okay, yeah, it has been verified. Let's go back to the sign-in page. And yes, we're signed in. Okay, so we are signed in now, right? You can see that this is a new account. So on getting to this page, all you just need to do is to upload your CV. It is important to upload your CV, or you go ahead and build with AI. Now, this is very important because it is very, very important because it is one of the most recent feature we just deployed on Loubby AI, where you can actually leverage AI to build a very beautiful, and nice resume for yourself. So when you click to build with AI, it brings up this page. It asks you to pay a sum of 10,000 naira to proceed. And I bet you when you do that, you'll be able to leverage, AI to, to build a very nice and good-looking CV for yourself that will pass on any ATS and even on Loubby AI platform. Yeah, so in order not to waste time, let me quickly use an account that already have a subscription already. So let me quickly pick an account. Yeah, let me pick this account. It's okay. Yeah, so two things, right? We'll be doing two things right now. I would quickly upload my CV, and then we'll also see how this feature works as well. So let me upload a CV. Yeah, so I'm uploading a CV right now to complete my profile, and we'll be very quick about it because of time. I would make sure that I'm very fast about it. Okay, so the CV has uploaded, and then what happens is that when you upload your CV, it pre-fills the form with all the information on your CV, so you don't need to enter them again. It has already pre-filled about you. It has pre-filled, so it has pre-filled the headline as well. You might need to enter a link just in case. So there are some fields that might not be filled in for you, right? So you might need to do that. Example is location. So let me just put in any country. Example is the country and state, and then your skills. So you can enter as many skills as possible. And analytical skills. So you can see that it's entering, right? Problem solving. Right, so you can enter as many skills as possible. You can also upload, you should also upload a profile picture. Just like I said earlier, it is very, very important that we, put in all of this information. That will actually help strengthen, your profile on, on the ATS platform. So something is yet to be filled. Let me just use www.google.com. But of course, you need to enter your LinkedIn link here, and then you go to the next page, job type. You put either full-time. So this is actually where you select the type of job you want. So there are full-time jobs on the platform. We have part-time jobs, contract, internship, and remote roles. So you can select the kind of job type you want. You can also select you're going to also select your professional level. So we have internship, entry level. So let me put entry level here. You can say entry to junior level, and then experience level. You put your experience level. We also have employment status. So this is also very important. This actually help employers know if you are available to work, or if you are open for work or looking to switch, whatever it is, you try to, select it. But I think it's important you put open for work, since you're, actively looking for, a role. And this is also important because it helps employers know the rates at which you want to be hired, right? So you can put 500 to $1,000, or $0 to $500. So let's leave it at this. And select category. You can say technology. Okay, so this is it's actually been pre-filled already, right, from my CV. So I can just go past all of this, and then let's go past this as well. Okay. So some fields are compulsory, so you have to fill them before, before you get past that page. And then for certification, if you have any certification, you can add them and you submit. Okay, so it's currently submitted. Okay, it has submitted successfully. So you can see that we have successfully updated my profile. So we have a feature called AI Resume Builder, and it is very important. And I would like to show you guys how it looks like, and how you can leverage that. Yeah, it's currently loading. The AI Resume Builder, I showed it earlier on, where you have to pay a sum of 10,000 naira to be able to access it. But when you access it, when you pay that amount, you'll be able to use our resume builder, to do a lot of right, with the feature. So when you come here, you click on build with AI, right? You can actually build a resume from scratch, or you can build a resume with Gen AI. So this is AI trying to help you, build your resume. Or you can actually upload a resume, and then it will help you refine it, right? So we can use any of the options though, but let me just try to prompt it to create something very quickly. So I'm using my bio to prompt AI to build a resume. So in order to use that prompt, so create resume with Gen AI, tell us about yourself, and let AI do the rest. So I'm using my about information, my bio, to create a resume. So let's generate resume. All right, so it has generated something for me. You can see that. So I didn't give it a lot of information, right? I just used my bio. So that is why it might be half-fleshed. Right? I would advise that if you want to use the feature, you should make sure that you put in a lot of information about you, so that it can, understand you, right? AI is not human, right? So it only works with information you feed it with, right? So it is important that you try as much as possible to feed, and prompt with a lot of information, so that you wouldn't have to do, plenty editing, right? So this is just the information I gave to it. So it's only used the information I fed it, right? So you can come here. So these are the resume builder looks like, and you can always come here to edit it. You can, edit. Yeah, you can always edit it, and put in whatever you want to, put in. You can see that it has changed. It has changed my name. I can change address if I want to. Can select any address I want to select. I can add objective as well. So you come here, edit, and add an object. You can change the objective name. So just in case you want it to be something else, not objective, right? You can do that. So let's say we want it to be bio instead of objective, right? We can do that. So it is very, very flexible. And this is a resume builder, by the way. You can, always use it to build resume. Let me just quickly save this and yeah, let me save this and preview. Yeah, you can see how they, okay, sorry.
Hi, Josh. I see you on the call.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry. Yeah. So I just wanted to show that we have different templates you can use. So you can see that there are different templates here. You can always switch from one template to another. We have the classic, professional, model, creative, minimalistic, starter, and this is usually the default, right? So you can always switch from one template to another. Yeah, so that's it for the AI resume builder. And I've shown you guys how to create a profile on Loubby AI platform
Before
as a
that,
job seeker. And
you
also,
can,
sorry.
okay, you can also download the resume, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can download it. So let me just quickly download this. So you can click here to download the resume. You can see resume downloaded successfully. Yeah, so it has downloaded. Right. So yeah, so that is that for the resume builder, and also how to create a profile. So I'll be showing you guys, where you get to see jobs on the platform. So uh after you've completed a profile, it is also, so we have jobs on the platform. There are a lot of jobs that have been uploaded on a daily basis on Loubby AI platform, right? So after you have a complete profile and you might have filled in anything you need to do regarding your profile, it is only nice for you to search for jobs that matches your skills, right? So we have a lot of jobs being uploaded on a daily basis. So when you come to the jobs tab, you will see different jobs. This is engineering intern role, and it was posted today. As you can see, you see that it was posted today. This job was posted today as well. This job was posted 1 day ago. We have this job also posted 1 day ago. So as you scroll down, you will see, a whole lot of jobs, right, posted on the platform to apply. And they are interesting jobs by real employers that are looking to hire talent, right? And for you to be able to be at the top of their ATS, you need to make sure that, just like I said, that your profile is complete. You have a complete profile, and everything you need to fill is properly filled in. And so aside searching for jobs within the app, we have a public page called browse.lobby.ai. I'll also paste that link as well for you on the chat. Yeah, I'll be pasting the URL to this page as well. Browse.lobby.ai. Okay. Oh, someone already did that. Okay, thank you. Great. Okay. So for this page, this is a public page. It doesn't need you to be signed in. You can always come here to search, for jobs. You can see browse.lobby.ai /jobs, right? So depending on your category, right? If you're in the sales, marketing and sales category, you can always click here, right, to search for jobs within that category. So when you click on marketing and sales, it brings up jobs. So right now there are no jobs in this category. Let's go to engineering. Okay, I think we have jobs on marketing. So let's go to engineering. Yeah, so I just entered engineering now. You can see that we have about 331, results, right? We have engineering internship, automation engineer. So as you scroll down, you see a lot of, jobs on engineering. Let's go to customer service representative. Okay, yeah. So you can see that we have about 107, results, right? There are a lot of jobs, right, being posted on the platform on a daily basis, right? It is just important for you to make sure that you do what is necessary, right, to ensure that you get yourself hired, by putting what you're supposed to put in your profile, making sure that your profile is complete, and you put in the relevant skills, for the ATS to be able to, match you with. So yeah, so this is what you get to see on the browse jobs page. And yeah, there are also other jobs you can see. These are also relevant jobs, within the same, within the same category. Yeah, so I don't know. So if you have any questions, I believe this is the right time to ask your questions. You can drop them uh in the in the chat box. Yeah. So because of time, I would just like to stop here.
All right.
So that
Before that,
yeah.
please, a question from me. How will I know if my profile is strong?
Yeah, okay. So of course, when your profile, so the most important thing is for you to make sure that all the necessary thing you're supposed to put in, right? We are currently working on a feature to prompt the talent, right, or the candidates, right, when their profile is strong or when it's not strong. But it's just important for you to make sure that all the necessary skills are well put. And just like I mentioned earlier, you should try to leverage ChatGPT. Like ChatGPT is a tool that everybody uses, nowadays, to ensure that they prompt the uh, whatever they need to prompt. So you can always get whatever you need to get from ChatGPT, and and uh, and you fill in your profile with it.
All right. Thank you so much. So, I would like to answer Daniel in the chat right away. So, as a motion designer, I don't know if you are looking for an internal role. You can start from there if you like, and if your skill is okay, you can probably promote you to be in the team as a motion designer. So, I'll be dropping you a link now. You can check it out and apply. So please, if you have questions, kindly type them. And if you want to speak, kindly raise your hand. So the next.
Okay, thank you very much, Aziz. So I'll just like to say something. As somebody that works on the SDR team, I work closely with the acquisition team. I'd just like to state that all the opportunities that you see on Loubby AI are real opportunities. All the processes are being managed through the Loubby AI platform. And, unlike other jobs where you apply and, you get fake invites to interviews, GNLD, New Life, and the rest. So basically, that is not the case at Loubby. So all opportunities have been verified. You are applying to real companies, and if your profile actually match those jobs, you'll be shortlisted and you'll be reached out to at the end of the day. So as this, we can start taking the questions. So it's a lot of questions. Well, I'll see how many were able to answer. Okay. Okay. Okay, for Abdullah Akintobi, you mentioned that you're a data analyst with 3 years of experience. I'm looking forward to transition to become a project manager. I'm taking the project manager professional course by Google on Coursera. I need the certificate on my CV so that my CV can pass ATS. So as Josh has mentioned, what you basically need to do on your CV is to input all the relevant skills to project management. So I mentioned ATSL. This is where you have systems that are checking CVs. So work has really changed. Like Josh has mentioned, unlike when you need to take your CVs in person, we still have a few organizations, a couple of large corporations that still require that you do handwritten cover letters. At the same time, you mail your CVs to a particular PO box or a particular address. But now considering HRs now they are more focused on ensuring that human capital is aligned on what? On organizational effectiveness. So gone are the days when HR jobs used to be around, hiring and admin function. So their jobs these days, are more specialized to ensure that organizations can compete and at the same time organizations can succeed. So that's why they are putting all these systems to intercept all these CVs basically, and with the right skills on your CV. This ensures that you scale through those ATS systems, be it outside Loubby or within Loubby, where we have the what applicant tracking system that will match your skills, relevant experiences, and the rest to that particular job listing before giving you those scores, as Josh has what mentioned. So for Kennedy, customer support challenge, don't know the right word, don't know the right words to use that will caught recruiters' attentions during application. So a rule of thumb, when applying for jobs these days is to ensure that you have a cover letter, most of the times, because, so it's even mandatory these days, cover letters sometimes can make your application very attractive, whereby even before your CV will be reviewed, the person that is actually checking the CVs will actually see your cover letter. And cover letters are very easy to write. You can use AI to draft one in a natural tone. It's just cover letters will just basically state that, oh, you are quite experienced in this role. These are the things that you bring to this table, and you are open to what? To discussing more and to see how you can bring your expertise. So basically, cover letters are very important, and sometimes we have people reaching out to recruiters on LinkedIn. That can be another way in which you're able to gain attentions of these recruiters at the end of the day. We still have a lot of candidates, when they just apply for jobs, they just put in the subject and they leave the body of the email blank, and they just add their CVs and they just shoot it like that, blank. So use cover letters while you are applying. Also ensure that all those skills are also on your CV. See, um, most times a lot of people are very good, at what they do, but some of the times they have very poor CVs. So most of the time, your CV is what gets you one foot into the door, because recruiters would not say, okay, while you're applying for this job, show up in person and let's have a little chat and the rest. One of the days when recruitment exercise used to be like that. I was at a recruitment exercise many years back, where we all had to go in person. Everybody were there, we're lining up, we're writing names, we're writing phone numbers, and the rest. But your CV does the job, so ensure that you have a perfectly crafted CV. And also, if you don't have that, you can use the feature on the Loubby AI platform, basically, to create professional CVs at the end of the day. So machine learning scientists with focus on back-end development, intern, entry level. Your challenge is that you don't know the right word. Okay. So still the same thing, one thing I know about, tech roles these days is that whenever you're applying for these roles, be it entry level, senior level, middle level, you always have to attack your portfolio.
Kindly turn off your camera.
Okay. Omolola, please put off your camera. So most of the time you are being asked to attach your portfolios to your CVs at the end of the day. Recruiters want to see what you can do, basically before inviting you to interviews. And for somebody in entry level, there are a lot of boot camps, there are a lot of challenges, go online. These are things that you can actually partake in that would ensure that you get more hand experience, you solve real world problems, and also always document your journey, put yourself out there. You're building something, put yourself out there. These are the things that could actually, get the attentions of recruiters within that particular space at the end of the day. So my challenge is for Michael Adeniyi. Your challenge is that role for machine learning engineer involves more requirement than my skill set. Most people want to hire a full stack AI engineer alone. So things, see, one thing is that things will keep changing. Things will keep changing. And one thing about tech, as a tech enthusiast myself, is that, back in the days, people just, needed to, learn some computer programming and a couple of other things, but things have moved beyond that basically, even in front-end development, back-end development, people are acquiring more skills just to basically, be on top of that food chain at the end of the day. So the advice I can give to you is that you need to keep learning, you need to keep expanding your skill sets at the end of the day. So market trends will differ year to year. It could be that this year it could be a particular tool, a particular skill that people are actually looking for. Then next year. So it's good to always expand your horizon, ensure that you get all these in place because like I mentioned, recruiters are looking for ready to hire talent. They are not just looking for good candidates. They want ready to hire. Recruiters basically just want someone they can hire, and they put you in the mix immediately, and you start producing immediately. So software engineer experiences on getting hired. I don't really get your question. My challenge is that I don't know how to communicate or answer some questions during an interviews. After I get home, I would know I'll be talking and answering the questions conveniently. What could be the cause? So, well, in my presentation, I mentioned that you need to be very confident. Confidence, matters a lot. A lot of people are, a couple of people are naturally confident. Other people need to, practice more at the end of the day. So one thing that I feel you can do, from personal experience is that, before you go for these interviews, you can have mock interviews. If you have mentors in the field, if you know recruiters basically, have them jump on a mock interview with you. When you have these mock interviews, here and there with familiar faces, people that you don't really know, this can help to, boost your confidence. Some of the time, it's not about knowing, not knowing what to say. You are tense in an environment, and the truth is that some interviews can be very brutal. So imagine you are going for an entry-level role and you are seated with the country manager of a particular organization, or C-level executive. You might feel uneasy, you feel like, oh, I'm in the room with a lot of people, and you're tense because you don't want to make mistakes. You're looking for the perfect word to say. So one way that you can overcome this is, use people around you, people that in that field already, HR people, recruiters, and the rest. Do mock interviews with them, virtual, physical. That way you're able to to get more confident when you go to interviews. And some recruiters can be gracious, they see that you are tense, they can tell you to, relax a bit, catch your breath, and the rest. It happens to the best of us. I know when I started out my career, I used to get sweaty palms, when I face recruiters, final round of the interview and the rest. And, when I'm seated with people and, they are throwing big words here and there. So these are ways that you can, overcome this at at the end of the day. Entry-level jobs are requiring years of experience. Yes. Sometimes a lot of recruiters are not very honest. You want somebody for an entry-level role and you want them to have 2 years of experience. So entry-level role, most of the time, require that you have 0 to 6 month experience. These are some of the experiences that you've gained, during, let me say, CWS or IT, basically, which you can, translate to that particular job. So I'll just take a couple of more questions. So I don't hold more people on the call. Maybe some of these questions, will be answered later in the community. So, recruiters can, and what is really causing this is that there's a lot of competition. That, people with junior level experience are even willing to take entry level roles at the end of the day. So one thing that you can basically do is that, for people, entry level experience, you can look towards, paid internships, voluntary works, things that you can basically put on your CV that can give you that edge at at the end of the day, but we need to call a spade a spade. Entry-level positions are entry-level positions. They should not come with what? Many years of experience, 0 to 6 months, like I mentioned, those that you gain during your CWES or your IT while you are still at the university. So my challenge is that, machine learning engineer involves more requirements than my skills. Most people want to hire. Okay, so you need to expand your horizon at the end of the day. That when you go for interviews, once they ask my location, I say Nigeria, they just goes the interview. Where can one search for jobs that's open to everyone from any part of the world? Well, this is a general issue. So this is a general issue, and it is more about the country's image. So we're hoping that that will change. The issue is that some of these organizations that you work with, you have access to some proprietary data and the rest. And when it comes to Nigeria on the global stage, most organizations, trust Nigerians, but there are still jobs out there, that hire Nigerians, globally. There are loads of organizations out there. All you just have to do is, look in the right places. We have a couple of those organizations on Lobby to, that are hiring Nigerians, to work for what? To work for organizations, globally. Any other thing? So I've been putting a lot of effort into pivoting my career towards cybersecurity. I'm finding the job market quite challenging. Despite refining my CV and currently being employed, I'm struggling to find true entry-level roles. Most positions require years of experience. I'm looking for the best way to bridge that gap and build my technical hands-on experience. So there are many ways in which you can get experiences. It's not, having to get employed. So I know that, there are boot camps, there are, what is it called, voluntary positions which you can, take on. There are projects which you can take on. Also, you can put your work out there basically. I know that some job roles, can be very difficult to fill. Cybersecurity, they are not, loads of roles being open, so which makes it very, very what? Competitive at the end of the day. So all I can just say is that, they keep working on more projects, pick up roles that you could possibly, put on your CV at the end of the day that will give you that edge, with those recruiters that are currently what? Hiring. So I know there are more questions. So I know somebody mentioned that I'm not getting the OTP. Did somebody mention that? Okay, I'm not able to verify my phone number. Josh, can you kindly take that? Somebody mentioned Adam Joseph. You mentioned that you're not able to verify your phone number. Josh, are you on the call? Kabirat, can you possibly just
I
answer?
think Julius has another meeting. I
Okay.
think that, yeah, Camera, can you please attend to that?
Okay. Please who asked the question?
That is
Adam Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you just try it? Is it just now you tried it? Or earlier on?
Adam Joseph, can you kindly unmute your mic?
I've been trying it severally. Even now, I tried it. He's telling me that something AWS function not applicable also.
Did you see a skip button on the modal? If you can click on the skip, you can skip that process and then continue your process.
No, I've done everything, but if I look at my profile, it keep telling me that there's that signal that your phone number is not verified.
Okay, on your dashboard.
Yes, on the dashboard.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll look into it.
So how do I follow up? I don't.
You don't need to follow up. We'll fix it. Don't worry.
Okay.
You'll be able to do that later on.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Kabira. So Abdullah Musa, you mentioned that is Loubby AI open to partnership with edtech companies looking to place their graduates to job? So basically, what I'd like to say is that the Loubby AI is open to what? To these tech graduates from your edtech company. Basically, they can get onboarded on the platform and they can actually, apply to jobs. So from time to time, we have, entry level and, internship positions, for several, tech fields at the end of the day. So they can always get onboarded and, and apply to these opportunities that have been put on the Loubby AI platform. And as if somebody is asking that the link should be put on the WhatsApp. So can they put the link to the no code, low code automation, bootcamp on WhatsApp? So I've been interviewed more than once with Loubby AI as a salesperson, but never scaled through to the final stage. I don't know why. Well, I'm glad that we're getting this feedback from you, Samson Thomas. So this means that, people are actually, getting seen by recruiters, at the end of the day. And like I've always mentioned, job search is always competitive. And I mentioned in my presentation that you need to prepare for interviews. You need to prepare, appear confident and professional, and you ace that what interview at the end of the day. So that is very, very important. So basically, those interviews, there could be a couple of things that went wrong and the rest. So this ensures that, learnings from those interviews could be put into, future interviews. So we always have these roles available so you can keep applying, and, all you just have to do is when you get to those recruiters interview, you ace those interviews. So recruiters, have the right to choose the kind of candidates that they think will fit in perfectly into their organization. Sometimes, it's not just a skill issue. It could be culture fit. It's not just skills these days, culture fit and a couple of, other factors that are in play concerning what recruitment at the end of the day. So I think I will stop here, for the questions. Somebody is asking if there's a WhatsApp group. If yes, can you kindly provide the link? So once again, I would like to thank everyone. And before I hand this back to Aziz, I'd like to thank everyone, for taking our time to join this session. And I hope that this session has been so insightful. So basically, I want to believe that this session has been able to give us some insight into how we can position ourselves better in 2026. I believe that, these skills are available. We have skills, but putting these skills out there is what very, very important. As the way work is currently changing, the way recruiters search for candidates is changing. And one thing I can even tell you for a fact is that now we now have organizations that are building talent pipeline. They have people apply all around the year, and when they have vacancies, they will not even post them out there. They will go into their own talent of resource, and start reaching out to these candidates at the end of the day. So let's leverage Loubby AI as an extra tool, to all those job boards, all those other tools that we are using, and let's ensure that we position ourselves properly, have a very good resume, that can scale through ATS systems. Loubby AI can actually help you with that. At the same time, ensure that all your skills are properly captured on your resume, as these things will be very, very important, when all these algorithms are trying to make decisions at the end of it. Another thing is that you need to engage. So don't be like some of the candidates that have experienced, I came across a conversation today. An organization has sent an offer to a candidate, over 24 hours now. Candidate is here to accept that offer at the end of the day. It's fine, to take your time to look into, most of those things and the rest, but candidates do some things, even when you get an offer and you're not going to sign immediately, always acknowledge those emails, because sometimes recruiters will just feel like, oh, maybe this person didn't get the email and the rest. So most of the time, always try to what acknowledge, even if you are still going through the fine print basically in the contract. So always ensure that, oh, I've received this offer, I will review it and I will get back to you. So always ensure that, yeah. So another thing is that ensure that, when these opportunities start coming, prepare for them properly, research about the company, from the job description, you're able to know what you are expected to do. And also, when you go there confidently, when they ask you, possibly maybe we'll have another session, on, interviews, how to do well in interviews, basically, because, there are ways that you answer questions in interviews, basically. When they ask some people, tell us about yourself, some people are not even giving the right answer. They are saying things that are not very relevant to the question. So prepare properly. You have to go confident and, you ace those interviews at the end of the day. So I'm wishing everyone the best in their job search in 2026. This is for people, that are currently unemployed, trying to get into a position. These are people that are transitioning from one particular field to the other, and also people that are looking to what, transition, from one organization or from one particular experience level to the next. So once again, thank you very much, everyone, and over to you, Aziz.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shola, and also Josh, Kabera too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But before that, I think Suleiman Abdulmajid has been waiting since. Please, Shola, can you answer his question? Suleiman, please, can you quickly unmute and ask your question?
Yes, good evening. Well done, sir. I learned that I had a mention of WhatsApp group. So I'm trying to clarify what if there's a link to that one. That's all.
Sorry, I didn't hear the last thing you said.
I'm trying to clarify the link for the WhatsApp group. I just know that there's a community, WhatsApp community. So I wanted to clarify the
Yes,
link
yes, I sent the community link to the.
to the chat box.
Yes, yes, yes. I
Okay,
still resent.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So any other thing? So another thing I would like to address is that you might have the skills. Your resume might be the best, but if you did not complete your profile and optimize it well, the recruiters will not be able to see it. So you need to work on those three things. Get yourself better, optimize your profile, and also optimize your resume. I think that is going to give you a high chance than a lot of people. So please work on that. So, and again, if you want us to have a session on a particular topic or anything, you can reach out to me and we'll see how we can organize a webinar for that. I'm also thinking about probably how to write resumes, something like that. Like we're going to be having a practical session on how to answer, just like what Shola said, how to answer questions in an interview and how to research about the employer, the company. You need to know a lot of things about them. So you might get to an interview, they can just tell you that, okay, from your research, did you see where you can contribute to our company? How will you be able to answer that? So I think we're going to be having a session very soon on that. And you need to register with this automation, just add it to your skills. Now, a lot of people are getting promoted because they have this automation skill in their previous skills. So if you have that, it's going to place you ahead of a lot of people. So that will be all for this webinar. If you have any question, please your question to this link. Thank you all.